Hey, you're late, kid. Over here, over here. Here, miss. This one's delicious too.
Oh my! I've never seen or heard of this before. But this sashimi looks delicious. I'll have some.
Well, what do you know? There is a decent woman in here. Huh. Hey there, beautiful. Let's have a drink together. Welcome. Good food, good prices, and plenty of it. Welcome to Kawakita Izakaya. The sound of people having a good time and the smell of charcoal grilling drew me in. Before I knew it, I was opening the door. Just one person, is that okay? You bet. Hey, buddy, there's an open spot at the end of the counter. Go ahead and grab it. I'll bring you a hot towel once I clear this off, so just check out the menu on the wall till then. I kinda just walked in on impulse, but the owner seems like a nice guy, and everything on the menu looks cheap and delicious. My name is Mikio Tsubata. I've lived on my own for a long time, but I'm absolutely hopeless when it comes to cooking. I'm a 28-year-old office worker who never goes straight home after work and always eats out. Here's your towel. Decided what you want? Today's specials are the plum cartilage and the pickled red ginger tempura. Then I'll have those two and a draft beer, please. You got it. And here's your appetizer, marinated octopus with wasabi. Some days I try to save money by buying half-priced bento boxes from the supermarket, but I can't live on that stuff alone. I'm so lucky to have found a casual izakaya like this.
First time here, kid. This place is the best, ain't it?
It really is. The atmosphere is so warm, and the food is delicious. The elderly man sitting next to me, who seemed to be a regular, struck up a conversation, and I replied with a smile. After that, we chatted about this and that over beer and plum cartilage.
Hey, young man. You can really drink. Let me get you the next one.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly.
Don't be shy now. You're a young buck. Hey, owner. Another beer for this kid on my tab.
I was so humbled when a woman who seemed to be a regular offered to buy me a drink. It was a small place run by just the owner, but maybe because of that, there was a real sense of community among the customers that made it feel so comfortable. Even though it was my first time, I made friends with a lot of the regulars, and before I knew it, it was closing time.
It's rare to see a young person come in these days.
Yeah, lately it's just been us old-timers, the same old faces.
The owner let out an indescribable groan. It was heartwarming to see how close they all were. Everything was so delicious, and everyone was so welcoming. It was a wonderful night. As the owner and regulars begged me to come back, my heart felt warm all the way to the end. From that day on, I started going to Kawakita and became one of the regulars myself. And then, about a month after I started frequenting the place,
Excuse me? Is it alright for one person?
a young woman walked in. She looked like a high-class lady from a wealthy family. Hey, you guys weren't this surprised when I first came in, were you?
Well, of course. You're a friendly, ordinary office worker, in a good way.
That's what a regular who was so shocked he'd practically fallen off his chair told me. I decided to take it as a compliment. Of course. Welcome. Good food, good prices, and plenty of it. Welcome to Kawakita Izakaya. The owner, clearly not his usual self, personally and politely showed her to her seat. A complete 180 from how he treated me.
Oh! What's this tanuki statue? It's so cute. Is it the owner's pet or something?
Pet? I guess you could call it a pet, ha ha ha. She's never seen one of these before? She really doesn't seem like someone who's used to this kind of place.
Ah, that was delicious. Thank you for the meal. Owner, could I have the check, please?
The woman stayed for about 30 minutes, left looking satisfied, and then Kawakita went back to its usual self.
Wow, that was intense. She was a real beauty.
She sure was. And the owner was practically drooling, it was so obvious.
Hey, anyone would be like that if a beautiful young woman you're not used to seeing suddenly showed up. We all wanted to welcome her, but this time we just watched from a distance. I guess none of us knew how to talk to a refined, high-class young lady.
But in situations like that, it's the newcomer's job to be proactive and strike up a conversation.
Huh? So when you talked to me on my first day here...
That's because I was the newest guy here back then.
What? I'm so sorry. I just assumed you were one of the old-timers.
You shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
He's right. I'm just assuming she's a rich girl, but she might just be a normal girl. If I see her again, I'll talk to her. Just as the regulars made this place feel like home for me, I wanted to pay it forward. Or so I thought. The following week, I opened the door to Kawakita, and my eyes went wide.
Hey, you're late, kid. Over here, over here. Here, miss. This one's delicious too.
Oh my! I've never seen or heard of this before, but this sashimi looks delicious. I'll have some.
Regulars were all gathered at a table, and in the center of them was that young lady, drinking and having a great time. Owner, what's going on here? I can't believe it either, but she just came in a little while ago, made friends with everyone right away. So, although I was a step behind, I grabbed a beer and joined them at the table to introduce myself. Nice to meet you. I'm Mikio Tsubata.
I'm Seiko Kanazawa. The last time I was here, I was so taken by how warm this place is.
I know exactly what you mean. I felt the same way. It has such a warm and friendly atmosphere. But it seems like not many young people come here. Everyone was pretty nervous when you came in for the first time. She listened to my words with a gentle smile. It turns out she's 28, the same age as me.
If you'd like, you can just call me Seiko. I'm not a big fan of being called by my last name.
Alright, Seiko. It's a pleasure to meet you. No matter how many times I looked at her, the air of elegance about her screamed rich girl, but she was actually very friendly and nice.
Ho ho ho! Let's leave the young ones to it.
After seeing us hit it off, the regulars smiled warmly and moved to a different table.
So, Mikio, do you come to this place often?
I do. I just happened to wander in one day, and now I'm completely hooked.
I get it. It has such a wonderful atmosphere. It's my first time in a place like this, but it's so comforting.
She's so beautiful. It might be rude to say this, but the contrast of someone so elegant being in a place like this is... yeah, it's nice.
Huh? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, sorry. By the way, have you tried this place's specialty, the pickled red ginger tempura? It's really delicious. I highly recommend it.
Pickled red ginger? What's that?
What? You know, the stuff that's always with yakisoba at food stalls. And don't you pile it on your beef bowls?
Huh? Why is it red? Is it just for looks?
It looks great in tonkotsu ramen, doesn't it? Wait, but with Ieke-style ramen, they use regular ginger. I wonder why.
Food stalls? Beef bowls? Tonkatsu? Licky? What?
Are you okay, Seiko? Hang in there. This woman is really out of touch. Too much to be just an ordinary woman. The more our conversation turned to everyday topics, the more things she didn't know. Seiko had a certain naivety about her. She must have just been raised in a high-class family and happened to not know a lot of things. That's what I thought when I asked her, but...
No, I had a totally normal upbringing.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry for being so rude. As I hurriedly apologized, Seiko, who probably had never had it before in her life, took a bite of the pickled red ginger tempura while telling me not to worry about it. And then...
This is delicious. So this is pickled red ginger?
I never thought she'd be so moved by her first taste of pickled red ginger. I was captivated by her reaction. To think the day would come when a young lady would enjoy it this much. Oh. The owner was moved to tears, and the other regulars, finding Seiko absolutely adorable, all started recommending their favorite dishes one after another. She's a little naive, but yeah, she's an honest and charming person. After that, Seiko started coming to the shop frequently and quickly became the Kawakita sweetheart. A few weeks later, one evening, we were all teaching Seiko about the delicious parts of tripe after she asked, "What's tripe?" The regulars were laughing louder than ever, and I could tell that each of them cherished this time together. I myself had started coming to Kawakita more often. Just as I was thinking that, the shop door opened. "Welcome." "Huh?" The owner's usual "good food, good prices, and plenty of it" catchphrase trailed off. Curious, I looked over and saw... What a depressing dump. Nothing but old geezers and hags. Huh. A punkish-looking guy standing at the entrance who clearly wasn't the type you could reason with. He seemed to be a new customer, and even the friendly owner was on guard, enough to stop his usual greeting. "Table for one?" "You can tell how many people there are just by looking." "Ugh, I'm beat. Bottle of beer, an ice cold one." "Yes, sir. Right this way." With no intention of being considerate to those around him, the man plopped himself down at the counter with an intimidating thud. Watching him, the regular next to me whispered to me,
That's Kei Ikigari, the spoiled brat from Ikigari Industries. He's the son of a crooked demolition company owner who's infamous around here for making a killing. Rumor has it he's got ties to the Yakuza too."
Apparently, he was a notorious figure in the area. The once lively shop fell silent as everyone became wary of him. What would a guy like that be doing in a place like Kawakita? Kei Ikigari chugged his beer, then he scanned the room. His eyes landed on Seiko, and a smirk visibly spread across his face. "Well, what do you know? There is a decent woman in here. Huh. Hey there, beautiful. Let's have a drink together."
Huh? Me?
"Yeah, you. Come on, hurry up and sit next to me and pour me a beer. It tastes like crap when I pour it myself." The moment Kei Ikigari approached our table and tried to go toward her, I shot up from my seat. "Hey, that's enough." "Huh? Who do you think you're talking to?" She's clearly not interested. This is a special place for all of us. Don't ruin it. "Huh. Is she your girl or something? You two don't match at all. You look like a princess and a commoner." "So what if we do? I don't think a princess and a punk are a good match either." "I'm not just some punk. I'm a certified nice guy, damn it." "Where?" I thought, completely dumbfounded. Then, as if to back me up, the other regulars also spoke up.
"You're not just dealing with him. We may be old, but everyone in this place is on her side."
That's right. If you cause any more trouble, we'll call the police immediately.
"And your attitude is just terrible. You don't know the first thing about being a nice guy."
On the other hand, Mikio, you're more reliable than I thought. Protecting a girl. You're a true gentleman.
"Let's not worry about me right now," I said to the regular with an exasperated smile. Kei Ikigari's face twisted in frustration again. "What the hell? You all just say whatever you want. I was just talking to her. You've ruined my mood." "Then, while your mood is ruined, how about you just leave? You don't want to get the police involved, do you?" "Kuh, what a pain in the ass. This is ridiculous. I'm not dealing with this." Slamming a 1,000 yen bill on the table, presumably for the beer, Kei Ikigari left the shop. That was startling. "Seiko, are you okay?" I let out a sigh of relief that Seiko was unharmed and turned around to find...
That was a first for me. Thank you all so much.
Seiko taking notes and seemingly excited by the new experience. Her expression caught me off guard. Apparently, it was the first time she'd ever seen a delinquent or a punk. Is she just that composed? Or did she not even realize what was happening? "That guy might hold a grudge and be waiting for us somewhere. Mikio, you should walk Seiko home." "Yes, of course. Seiko, shall we call it a night?"
Thank you for today. Are those kinds of people what you call delinquents?
Yeah, something like that. delinquents, punks, wannabe tough guys. The night breeze cooled us down. As I talked with Seiko, I kept an eye on our surroundings. Kei Ikigari was nowhere to be seen, and just as I felt relieved, a strange feeling washed over me. Even when I looked back, there was no one there, but I had this persistent feeling that we were being followed. Was it just my imagination? And so, we walked along the brightest streets we could find, making small talk. A few days later, as I was enjoying a drink with Seiko and the regulars as usual, "Hey, I'm back to return the favor." With a loud crash, the shop door was thrown open, and Kei Ikigari was back. And this time, he had a few goons in tracksuits with him. A bad feeling washed over me. I put down my drink and focused my attention on them. "We don't serve non-customers. Get out." Ugh. One of Kei Ikigari's cronies shoved the owner in the chest as he tried to refuse them entry.
Owner!
The owner was pushed so hard he was about to fall on the floor. But... oof, that... Are you alright, owner? Mikio, thanks. You saved me. I happened to be sitting nearby and managed to catch the owner just in time, preventing him from falling. Laying a hand on the owner, that's a serious offense. Are you aware of what you're doing? Kuh, you again? See? I told you this place was creepy. They're all ganging up on me, treating me like an outcast. His cronies laughed vulgarly, sizing me up from head to toe. What do you want? I don't want a thing from you. Hey, beautiful, you're coming with me today. Let's get out of this depressing dump and go to that members-only darts bar by the station. Maybe because he brought backup, he was clearly more aggressive and forceful than last time. A classic small-time move. After seeing how she reacted last time, you'd think he'd get the message. Uh-huh, the peanut gallery needs to shut up. Peanut gallery is you, isn't it? She truly cherishes the time she spends here. If you're gonna stomp all over that with your muddy boots, I can't just stand by and watch. That's right, that was the night. What Seiko told me about how she feels about this place.
I've always dreamed of this. A warm time where I could eat what I love and laugh with people other than my family, without a care in the world. But it's strange, isn't it? Now it feels like a second family. A place where I belong.
She's a precious regular here too. But how can I protect her? There's a chance he's connected to the Yakuza, and rumor has it the police in this town are in bed with them. But it's just a rumor. My only option is to take a chance and call the police. Just as I thought that.
Thank you, Mikio. I'll take it from here.
Seiko? Seiko, who was bewildered by the sight of a punk for the first time, was now stepping forward with a dignified air, like a different person.
What are you doing, Seiko?
That's right, it's dangerous. Get back.
Oh, so you're gonna come quietly today? I like a woman who knows her place.
Yes. Let's have a chat, shall we?
The men's expression slackened into lecherous grins, pleased by her elegant smile. But...
This is who I am.
Seiko politely handed a business card to Kei Ikigari and each of his cronies. A lawyer? You've gotta be kidding me.
Yes. I'm Seiko Kanazawa from the Kanazawa Law Firm.
Kei and his friend's jaws dropped in astonishment, but so did mine, the owners, and the other regulars. Seiko Kanazawa, the woman I thought was a refined young lady, was, in fact, a lawyer.
Well, you are all surrounding me and restricting my freedom, which constitutes coercion. And trying to forcibly take someone away against their will is a crime of compulsion. Also, for the person who shoved the owner at the entrance, a charge of assault will be added.
Grr.
Oh, by the way, I'm recording this right now, but I also have footage from the last time you were here. Would you like to see it?
In Seiko's hand was a single pen. It was the same one she had when she was taking notes on the day she was harassed. It wasn't just a pen, it was a pen camera. At that moment, she had calmly been recording the situation. What? So you were pretending to be scared back then and filming me? A video of himself from the other day was displayed. Even Kei Ikigari's face turned pale as he realized the precariousness of his position.
Your actions today are also a clear case of compulsion. By the way, the crime of compulsion is often taken lightly, but unlike coercion, it's not a crime that can be settled with just a fine. I'll have you know it's a serious offense, punishable only by imprisonment.
Of all things, to have a barrage of legal terms come from someone who looked like a sheltered young lady. Not only the flirtatious Kei Ikigari, but even we, her allies, were at a loss for words at the sheer gap between her appearance and her profession. What a crazy woman. Hey, you guys, we're leaving for today. As the men left, shouting some kind of parting words, a round of applause for Seiko erupted all at once.
Thank you, Seiko. That was amazing chasing them off like that.
Yeah, I knew she was different, but I never would have guessed she was a lawyer.
Everyone, I'm sorry for keeping this a secret. I thought about telling you, but I just couldn't find the right time. But when the owner was pushed and Mikio protected him, I knew I had to protect everyone here. Owner, were you injured?
No. Thanks to Mikio catching me, I didn't fall. I'm perfectly fine.
Mikio, thank you. That was so cool.
Thanks, but in the end, you were the one who drove them away.
No, that's not it. The reason I was able to be brave was because you were there.
She was probably scared herself, yet she was still considerate of others, as I found myself captivated by her.
So, I have something I'd like to tell all of you now that this has happened. Is that all right?
I wondered what she would say as she looked at me and our friends at the shop with a gentle gaze. We all waited for her next words. Oh, I almost hit on a seriously crazy woman. After fleeing the shop, Kei Ikigari and his crew were squatting in a nearby park. Seriously, what the hell? There's no way to tell she's a lawyer just by looking at her. This sucks. Next time, instead of barging into the shop, maybe I'll just jump the girl on the street when she's alone. Just as his cronies were laughing along in agreement. Honestly, the young miss is too kind, letting a bunch of punks like you off with just a warning. A hulking man in a black suit appeared. He looked suspicious, and Kei Ikigari was instantly on guard. Who are you? I'm part of the security detail assigned to protect Miss Seiko Kanazawa. I was ready to jump in at the izakaya at any moment. Security? I saw everything that happened in the shop. It's my job to protect the young miss 24/7, 365 days a year. What young miss? I'm Kei Ikigari, the heir to the famous demolition company in this town. Don't underestimate me. I've already looked into that. Ikigari Industries is a subcontractor of a subcontractor of a subsidiary of our Kanazawa Group. It's absurd for the heir of a company that could be blown away by a gust of wind to defy the young miss of the Kanazawa Group. Kanazawa Group? That's right. Seiko was not only a lawyer, but also the daughter of the Kanazawa Group, one of Japan's leading corporate groups, a real-life heiress. The business card she had given him earlier didn't mention that title, and Kei Ikigari and his friends began to tremble, their faces pale. I thought you might disappear from the young miss's sight after this, but to think you'd say jump her on the street when she's alone. When I heard that, I had to come and confirm it with you directly, Kei Ikigari. And one more thing, now that they were closer, they could finally see each other's faces. The fear on Kei Ikigari and his friends' faces intensified. You couldn't be the Uchinada who rose from the underground fighting scene to become a world champion. What? You know who I am. It was almost 10 years ago, but, well, as you can see,
I've kept up my training. Mr. Kanazawa, who was my sponsor, asked me to, so now I'm in charge of the young Mrs. Security, a bodyguard in a suit, you could say.
Uchinada laughed heartily, but his eyes weren't smiling. They were the eyes of a man who had brought down many fighters. Faced with Uchinada, a fighter once hailed as the strongest human, the men completely lost their will to fight. They were on the verge of wetting themselves.
On top of your misconduct toward the young miss, you're going to have to answer for what you did to the owner of that shop. Oh, and by the way, even though I'm an old man now, I still keep my body in shape.
Yeah, you're still young. Ha ha, hey guys, let's run. At those words, they scattered like spiders and fled the park at full speed. After that, Kei Ikigari, whose face was now firmly etched in Uchinada's memory, spent his days staring out his window in horror. He's out there again today. Give me a break. Apparently, Kei Ikigari's cronies were also being monitored day and night by Uchinada's subordinates. This is your fault for getting us involved. Take responsibility, you coward. Kei Ikigari's phone wouldn't stop ringing with calls like that. Furthermore, Kei Ikigari was sued for his misconduct at Kawakita, obstruction of business, assault, and so on, and was ordered to pay damages. At least if my dad doesn't get arrested. That's right. The reason he, who used to live in a mansion, was now living in a rundown apartment was because his father, the president of Ikigari Industries, was also tied to the Yakuza and was easily cut loose, leading to the company's bankruptcy. And the police, who were rumored to be in bed with the Yakuza, functioned properly and arrested him. Was it just a rumor, or was there pressure from somewhere? The truth remains a mystery. The Kanazawa Group? Now, as for us, on the night of the incident, Seiko had revealed the truth to us. She said that her life as the daughter of a conglomerate family had always been stifling for her.
She was forced to work at a subsidiary of the conglomerate, and even after becoming an adult, she was forced to have her driver take her everywhere.
So, she decided to take matters into her own hands and asked her grandfather, the chairman, to stop the chauffeur service if she passed the bar exam. And so, at the age of 27, she was finally able to experience going out freely on her own after work for the first time.
I had so much fun eating at all sorts of places, and that's how I found Kawakita. But I recently found out that instead of stopping the chauffeur's service, my grandfather had actually set up a private security company just for me. The security people from that company are secretly guarding me, so I'm fighting with my grandfather about it again.
Wow, a conglomerate can do something like that? Everyone was excited, but I was thinking about something else. Was that why I felt like someone was following me when I walked Seiko to the station for the first time?
I was afraid that if I told you all this, our casual relationship would change. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. Besides, no matter who you are, if you let me, I'd like to keep having fun with you, just like we always have.
Mikio, of course! Regardless of my background here, I'm just a normal girl. Ugh, no. We can't go on like this, Mikio!
Hey, Seiko. You better say it fast or this dance guy will never get it.
I fell in love with you at first sight, Mikio. That's why I kept coming here to see you.
What? The lively crew at Kawakita started whistling and cheering. Was I the only one who didn't know? I'm happy to hear that, but will your grandfather be okay with someone like me? I'm just an ordinary office worker.
That's what's so great about you. My grandfather does whatever he wants, so I'm going to do whatever I want to.
Saying that, Seiko suddenly hugged me. Everyone cheered and congratulated us. I'm happy, but I'm sure there's a scary security guard watching me from somewhere. I tried to pull away, scared, but Seiko clung to me like a playful child. Social status doesn't matter in love, but it looks like I'm in for some thrilling days before I can say that with confidence.
Morning!
Good morning. She seems a bit cold,
but that just adds to her appeal.
Shizuya-kun, you were so cool today.
Huh?
Huh, what a letdown. No decent opponents again.
Whoa, another win. She read the whole situation in a split second and nailed that complex input combo. No way I could ever do that. Once again, Queen of the Night Lilith dominated her stream, wrapping it up with an overwhelming victory as tons of viewers watched. It was a stealth action game where players compete to survive on randomly shifting maps using various weapons. At this point, it feels like no one can beat Lilith anymore. I'm Shizuya Mita, a 20-year-old college sophomore in the esports club.
That's it for today's stream. See you next time.
The one they call Lilith, she's actually Manami Shiba, my senpai in the same club, just 1 year ahead of me. Her gaming skills are nearly pro level, but she barely talks during streams and keeps it cool. She's so precise and calm, her mysterious vibe has made her super popular with viewers. Man, Manami's play yesterday was insane. How does she move her fingers like that so effortlessly? Still totally obsessed, huh? This guy's Genta Shirogane. He's my classmate, my esports club buddy, and my best friend. What do you think Manami does when she's not gaming? Even we, who are in the same club, don't know anything about her private life. No wonder people say she's mysterious. Well, someone like Alexander, who can only play party games, probably doesn't even register as competition for her. I shoot a glare at the smug pretty boy trying to bait me. Yeah, but let me fantasize, will ya? See, I suck at quick inputs. All I can handle are puzzle games or party-type stuff. Alexander is the username one of our seniors gave me. It's meant to mean protector of the people, fitting since I lead the club's puzzle game team.
Morning.
Good morning. Speak of the devil. Running into Manami totally catches me off guard. I rush to greet her, and she gives me a soft smile. Man, she's gorgeous today, too. She seems a bit cold, but that just adds to her appeal. As always, the conversation doesn't go any further. I just keep watching her walk away. Hey, Shizuya, did you two have that kind of rapport? Huh? Manami's always kind of cold, but she does smile a little, right? Wait, sorry. Did I mess up somehow? After that, for some reason, Genta seemed super ticked off and destroyed me in game. Then, one night, we had an online club drinking party. Since a lot of us stream, we rarely meet in person, so this was unusual. Looks like Manami's joining tonight. Maybe that's why there's so many people waiting already. Yeah, not surprising. We barely ever get the chance to talk to her normally. I chat with Genta while waiting for it to start. Let's all follow proper etiquette tonight. Anyone acting up, I'll boot you immediately. Our club president, Takekai Urushido, clearly wants to stop anyone from coming just to ogle Manami. She only uses voice chat during streams, and never shows her face, so this is a rare chance to see her. Wouldn't be shocked if someone tried to record her. The president's got a point. That said, most of us are well behaved. Once the party starts, the vibes chill. We mostly talk about our favorite games, and the night wraps up quickly.
Shizuya-kun, you were so cool today.
Huh? What? What is Manami even saying? Probably tipsy and forgot to turn her camera off. Her blushing face and mumbled words froze everyone in place. It wasn't just her acting sweet. That would have been shocking enough. but the name she said was mine. Everyone was stunned. And yet, Manami seemed totally unaware, and the online party ended like nothing happened. Genta, did you hear that just now? Manami said...
Hey, chill. I mean, Shizuya isn't exactly a rare name. She was probably talking about Kimura Shizuya, you know, Kimu Shizu from that old idol group, Pusuma.
Genta was just as shook as I was by what happened. And so, despite drinking that night, I couldn't sleep a wink. A few days after the online party, I finally showed up to club again after a busy spell at my part-time job. Whew, looks like no one's bringing that up. I'm guessing Genta smoothed things over. I felt relieved, until... Yo, Shizuya, don't get cocky, like Manami would ever go for you. Only Kai didn't let it go. He came at me with full-on hostility. Of course, I know that. I mean, come on. You can't even do anything but party games in an esports club. You're not even a real member. Try practicing, though it's probably pointless. He just kept going, taking advantage of the fact I wasn't fighting back. I'm not the only one who likes party games. So maybe don't talk like that.
Shizuya-kun's right.
Manami-san? We turned at the sound of her strong, composed voice. There stood Manami, who rarely even shows up to club in person.
You've always been quick to bully underclassmen, huh? It's lame. You should stop.
I wasn't bullying. I was mentoring, that's all. Kai tried to laugh it off, but looked awkward as he left.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm totally fine. Thanks, Manami-san. Don't mind what Kai said, everyone. Just have fun. That's what matters most.
Thank you, Shizuya-senpai.
When I smiled at the new first years who also like party games, they smiled back brightly. Meanwhile, Kai was clearly still fuming. Why the hell did Manami defend a guy like him? Damn you, Shizuya. You'll regret this.
Hey, Kai, got a sec? Wanna hang out for a bit?
Huh? Kai's been verbally attacking me every time we meet. After that, with stress piling up, I decided to reach out to my usual online gaming friends for the first time in a while. Cheer up, huh? Aurora-san is always so kind and thoughtful. Victor-san too. He said, don't worry about it. No point in stressing over Kai. Sometimes, it's easier to talk honestly when you can't see the other person's face.
Is Kai still throwing jabs at you every time you see him?
Even Genta's been checking in on me. Seriously, he's such a great guy. Yeah, every time. It's like, you're useless since you can only play party games, just quit already.
Damn, that's rough. Wanna try actually training for once? Maybe in a fighting game you're bad at.
Wait, you'll teach me? After our lecture, Genta and I headed to the club room together.
Yeah, take this.
What? Already lost? That was dirty. That strategy's totally against etiquette.
Haha, all's fair in games if you win. Alright, one more round. Yeah, take this.
You scumbag. That's not just bad manners, it's breaking the rules. You're good enough not to need cheap tricks. What a jerk. Yeah, Genta's got that charming act going, but he's a ruthless gamer underneath. His motto, win at all costs. They call him Crash, the guy who always causes a collision. Even if I get good at games, with Genta as my coach, everyone else will probably end up hating me.
you two.
Manami-san. Good work today. Lately, Manami-san's been showing up at the club more often. She must have just finished her lecture too. Just seeing her makes me forget the suffering of a moment ago. Oh yeah, we're having a blast. This guy totally sucks at anything but party games. Oh, whoops. I mean, he really can't handle other genres at all. Come on, Genta, that's harsh. While I'm bickering with Genta like always, Manami-san lets out a quiet giggle.
Is that so? Then, how about I teach you?
Huh? Manami-san? That unexpected offer throws me into a total panic.
That's a great idea. He's hopeless, so I'll let you take over.
Genta? Hey, hold on. Manami, there's no reason for you to waste your time teaching a noob like him.
Ah, Kai-san. Just the person I wanted to see. Mind helping me out real quick?
Huh?
Ah!
Kai's piercing scream makes me flinch, but then...
Shizuya-kun, it's kinda noisy here. Wanna come to my place?
Sure. Wait, what? Once again, Manami-san's sudden move sends my heart into overdrive, erasing everything else in my brain. Sorry for the intrusion.
Yeah, come on in.
Thanks to Kai's interruption, I somehow ended up getting invited to Manami-san's house. My crush. I'm practically short-circuiting from nerves, but I don't want to embarrass myself in front of her, so I do my best to act normal. But then... this is way too distracting. She's practically pressed against me. I can feel her body heat, and my brain's about to melt.
Yeah, you're definitely bad at this. Gonna need some serious training.
But please, go easy on me. I think we ended up playing pretty well, but honestly, I was so nervous I blanked out most of it. About an hour in, I finally relaxed, and we were quietly teaming up, until she spoke.
Sorry, Shizuya-kun. It's my fault Kai's been treating you like that, right?
Huh? Still staring at the monitor, she talks to me calmly. Her profile is beautiful, as always.
I heard from the others that I kinda slipped up during that online party. I never meant for you to find out like that, and it's been hard to bring it up since.
So she did hear about that night. Makes sense. Some of her friends are in the club.
I wanted to apologize and talk to you properly. That's why I've been coming to the club so often lately. But I just couldn't bring myself to talk to you. I get nervous.
As she speaks, her ears turn a deeper shade of red. I was really happy. Even if others said it was just a coincidence, I couldn't help but feel excited.
Coincidence? The only Shizuyo I think is cool is you, though.
Hearing her say that directly packs a serious punch. Almost knocks me out, but I still managed to speak up. Thank you. I still can't believe someone like you would say that to someone like me. But I'm really glad you did. Whatever Kai says is just noise to me now. Manami-san?
Noise, huh? Maybe I need some noise canceling for that.
Manami bursts out laughing. I've never seen her like this, and I fall for her even harder.
Hey, Shizuya-kun, there's something I want to talk to you about.
A few weeks later, I had a whole new problem. Why is everything such a mess lately? The vibe in our party game group had changed. Up until now, we always made decisions together to keep the peace. But lately, Victor, who used to support me, started constantly disagreeing. More people are siding with Victor now, It's like a whole Victor faction formed.
The game's not even progressing anymore. This could get messy.
Maybe we should just shut it all down and restart under a new name.
That'd be a waste. Your stream subscriber count is finally starting to grow.
Since that day, whenever our schedules align, I've been spending more time with Manami-san on campus. She's a fellow streamer who listens to my problem with genuine care. By the way, Genta's been keeping his distance lately. Maybe he's trying to be considerate. Just as we're heading to the cafeteria, unsure what to do. You're quitting? What's the meaning of this? Kai's voice echoes loud across campus. In front of him are several first years who just joined the club. You all said you wanted to join, and now you're quitting already? No backbone, huh? This club is supposed to be free and open. There's no reason for all of you to quit at once. If you all bail mid-game, it causes problems for the rest of us. Hey, Kai, please, stop. Seeing Kai yelling so harshly at the first years, I couldn't help but step in between. Oh, it's you. This is my club. I'm the president. Get in my way and you're done for. Yeah, you're the president, I get that. But that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Shizuya. The first years behind me looked like they were about to cry. Then... We're so sorry, Shizuya. They suddenly bowed deeply in apology. I have no idea what's going on. I don't get it. Can you explain what happened? They hesitated for a second, but then started to open up bit by bit.
The truth is, about a month ago, we got a DM from someone named Victor telling us to join the game with alt accounts. He said if we didn't, he'd hack our PCs and expose all our personal info. Hacking? That's obviously a lie. You could have ignored it.
The DM had a photo of me walking on campus. It freaked us out.
I see. So you followed Victor's orders and disrupted the game from the inside?
Yeah, we're sorry.
If you were being threatened, I get it, but what's that got to do with quitting the club?
That's...
It's because Victor is Kai, right?
Huh? Kai looks somewhat panicked. I have no idea what Genta means either. What are you talking about? Victor?
Right after that online party, you got jealous about Manami and wanted to keep tabs on Shizuya, so you joined the game on an alt. Acted like a noob to sabotage matches, and even used the first years to mess things up further. Sound about right?
Alt account? First years? Don't make stuff up, man.
Aw, come on, Kai. You thought I wouldn't notice. We've played so many games together.
Hey, don't use cheats, you jerk.
Oh, my bad. I'm trash. Whoops. Looks like you're losing again, Kai.
Gah! I wasn't there to see it myself, but judging by Kai's reaction, they had some pretty intense sessions. That's because you pushed me. Wait, you were testing me that time?
Busted. You were surprisingly careless, Kai. You didn't even notice I was tracking Victor's traces. You couldn't stand that Manami had feelings for Shizuya, huh? Still, using the game to get revenge? That's just childish. Time to come back to reality.
Yeah, you little. Genta's toxic playstyle and expert-level taunting are clearly getting to Kai. Then...
Explain yourself.
Manami, this is...
Forcing the New Year's into this and making them quit? That's pretty disgraceful for a president, don't you think? Shizuya-kun is way more fit to lead. He's thoughtful, kind, and always puts others first.
Ah...
Even when you insulted him, Shizuya-kun still thought about how the first years might be hurt. He's just that kind of person. Compassionate and considerate.
You. So that comment during the online party was about him.
Obviously, in my dictionary, Shizuya-kun only refers to one person. If you try to ruin his stream again, I'll quit this club myself.
With his unfitness as president called out and Manami confessing her feelings sober, Kai hangs his head in defeat. As expected, Kai ends up in tears, apologizing to me and revealing everything. He admitted that Manami's comment at the party got to him, so he joined my game with an alt. To interfere further, he even took secret photos of first years to use as blackmail.
Games are meant to be fun. There's no place for that kind of crap in our club.
By majority vote, apparently the justice of society, Kai was stripped of presidency and expelled from the club. And so, I was chosen as the new president by overwhelming support. Even with all the upperclassmen, everyone agreed I was the best to lead. I only wanted to protect Manami because I liked her. How did it come to this? Kai lost his spot in the club, and eventually, even on campus. He stopped showing up to school, couldn't get enough credits, and ended up dropping out.
Shizuya, please let us join the party games again.
Yeah, please. We joined the club because we've always been fans of your stream.
Really? Of course you can. I'm sure we'll get along great this time.
Hey, Shizuya, you're too soft. These kids gave in to fear and messed things up for you, and you're still forgiving them? But that part of you is so sweet. I just can't stay mad.
Manami and I are officially dating now, and as you can see, she's crazy in love. Still, I didn't realize Manami was Aurora. That's right, Aurora, the player who always cheered me on in party games. Turned out to be Manami. She told me back when I visited her house. Joining a game she doesn't even like under a secret name just to be close to a guy she likes? Kinda scary. Seriously, is there anyone normal in this club? Says the guy who's literally the last one qualified to talk. Still, he's the friend who quietly dug up dirt on Kai for my sake. Hey, Shizuya, wanna start a company with me someday? Huh?
Hey, why would you make a proposal like that without me? I'm in too.
My adorable girlfriend and my irreplaceable best friend already butting heads. I really hope the three of us can stay close, even after graduation.